Hi, I'm Lee Iridium. Hope you're doing all right today. It's album review time, and you're probably thinking, what's he doing an album review from the car for? Well, I'm at work for a lot of days in a row at the moment, so I need to get these reviews done because I'm excited about talking about them. So I've got a few to do. The first being the band Flames of Fire. So, self-titled album coming out March the 18th. So the band kindly sent me this, so I really appreciate the band doing that for me. After I obviously reacted to one of their songs. And like I said, they sent me this, and let me tell you, this is a brilliant, brilliant album. Christian metal band from Sweden and Norway and Finland, actually, so all over the place. Let me run you through the guys in the band and how good they are. So you've got Christian Lildgren from vocals, probably not pronouncing that correctly. He sings for the band Narnia and the Waymaker. Man, he's got a great voice, soaring, epic vocal. He's got so much sort of character to his voice. He's got that Dio-esque, Maiden-esque sort of vibe to him. Absolutely superb. Mats Ake Anderson on the guitars. Man, he is just a superb guitarist. These guys swap about. You got a twin guitar attack, and it's just brilliant. They swap about. They got twin leads all over the place, galloping rhythms, just absolutely superb. This is true metal here, guys. Also on the guitars, you've got Jani Stefanovic. He plays for the band Waymaker as well. He also does keys and the drums also on this album, and he's also the producer, so talented guy. Man, the drumming is just absolutely superb on this album. If you like your sort of, like I said, your galloping rhythms and the tight drumming to do with that classic heavy metal, this is it. This really is. Also, he does the keys, and the keys are not at the forefront. They're mainly for effect, I would say, in the background. So it's a guitar-driven album. This is real guitar stuff, these guys. You know, if you love your guitars, you're going to absolutely love this album. You got Per Schlander on the bass. His other band is Astrakhan. Brilliant band they are as well. But man, I did notice when I've done the video, the reaction video to the Flames of Fire song, how good the bass player was. Per Schlander is absolutely amazing bass player, and he's all over this album. You know, the bass is up front. It's a really good production, so it's quite a bassy production. I love the production on this album. And you've got Stefan Karlsson also on the guitars. So, not sure, obviously, you've got free guitar attack. I think the main guitarist is Stefan and Mats. But I don't know, because there's free. But it doesn't sound muddled. You know, like sometimes you get free guitars on an album, it doesn't sound muddled, and it really sounds clear. Every sort of note is really clear and sort of cuts through perfectly on this album. So it is a Christian metal album, and before it puts anyone off, you're really missing out. I know people sort of stay away from Christian metal just because of the message. You know, I think that's just a big no-no for me. I'm not a Christian, as you know. And it's never put me off. The lyrics have never put me off if the music's that great. Lyrics for me as well are sort of, and this is just me personally, sort of come as a second sort of thing. If the music is great, that's it. I fall in love with the band no matter what the lyrics are. So it could be Christianity, it could be about the devil, it could be political. I don't really care. If the music's great, I'm there and I'm listening. So if you're missing out, guys, just because you're avoiding the Christian lyrics, if you like, well, you really are missing out. Honestly, you're missing out on a great album here. So I've talked about sort of what it's like, this album. There's loads of galloping rhythms, like I said, Maiden-esque guitar melodies. But Maiden, when they kept it more shorter and sweeter, and, you know, there's no sort of huge, extensive repeating sort of tracks here, repeating choruses or anything like that. This is all really tight stuff. Sort of the Maiden that you love more. So, like I said, fans of Maiden, fans of Stryper, definitely, because Stryper have got that classic metal sort of galloping stuff as well. Narnia, obviously, with the related bands as well. Bit of Queensryche, I would say, in there. Some Dio for sure. Absolutely superb. Some of my favourite bands these guys sound like. So let me run you through some of the tracks, my favourite tracks. Of course, I've mentioned this one before. I did a reaction video to it, Gloria. We are the children, together as one. Absolutely amazing single. Medium to fast-paced, Maiden-esque song. Great sort of power metal, but none of this power metal, because you know power metal can get on that cheesy side, that happy side. This ain't like that, this album. This is true metal. But you could relate some of it to power metal, but the darker sort of sound inside. Real guitar driven track. Love Gloria. Absolutely fantastic song. Let me go into the track Flames of Fire. So obviously the band's namesake. A great medium pace track again. Goes from stop sort of start riffs to a galloping rhythms. And of course that, because of the stop start riffs, then the galloping comes in. The galloping really hits you hard. It's an absolutely brilliant gallop. Great simple shout it out loud chorus. Amazing song. Next one I want to talk about is Madness. Great galloping riff again, kicking this off, which carries through the bridge of the song, which is so catchy, leading to an even catchier chorus. Some amazing guitar work throughout. That is just, I don't even need to mention the guitar work. If you love your guitar, you're in a band even, and you want to hear some just intricate guitar playing, all with melody, this is the band for you. Next one I want to talk about is the Epic Solution, 9 minutes 38 seconds long. This is sort of a slow, doomy song. Starts off slow anyway, doomy, then sort of feels like a sort of heaven and hell sort of rhythm, that sort of boom, 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 sort of gallop, that sort of bass going over it. Huge vocals from the singer here over a slow galloping epic track. Some subtle Eastern style melodies as well. Some very cool choir-like effects to add to the epicness. Superb track, one of my favourites. Solution is an absolute masterclass. So they're my favourite tracks on the album, but let me tell you, this is solid all the way through. But them tracks are my favourite. Man, you got to check this out. If you're Christian or not, and you're a metal fan, you're going to love this. You're going to love them galloping rhythms. You're going to love those intricate, really melodic, Maiden-esque guitar melodies going through it. This is a brilliant debut album from these guys. Highly recommended to everyone who watches this channel. Look out for this one, guys. March the 18th. Absolutely superb. Flames of Fire, self-titled album. Get it.